Sarah, look.
Oh, just tell me one thing. That we'll always be together. Tell me.
Yes, always.
15 actresses who collected husbands. Like jewelry, old Hollywood invented glamour. It also invented the revolving door marriage. While America's divorce rate barely reached 10%, these actresses remarried, like others changed wardrobes. 5 husbands, 8, even 9. Studios issued damage control while the wedding announcements kept coming. These are 15 actresses who collected husbands like jewelry. Number 15, Elizabeth Taylor.
Have you heard but something hard of hearing? They call me Catherine, that do talk of me.
8 marriages to 7 husbands. The violet-eyed star married Conrad Hilton Jr. at 18 in 1950. That union lasted 8 months. Michael Wilding followed in 1952, producing 2 sons before ending in 1957. Producer Mike Todd became husband 3, dying in a plane crash just 13 months after their wedding. The scandal arrived next. Taylor married Eddie Fisher in 1959, stealing him from America's sweetheart, Debbie Reynolds. The public outrage was unprecedented. Then came Richard Burton, twice. Their first marriage in 1964 produced a decade of volcanic passion, diamond purchases exceeding $1 million, including the 33-carat Krupp diamond and the 69-carat Taylor Burton diamond, and 2 divorces. They remarried in 1975. That lasted 9 months. Senator John Warner provided political respectability from 1976 to 1982. Construction worker Larry Fortensky, met during Betty Ford Center rehabilitation, became the final husband in 1991. They divorced in 1996. "I've been through it all, baby," Taylor told interviewers. The marriages generated more headlines than her Oscar-winning performances combined.
You come here then running over with wine and self-pity to conquer Caesar.
Number 14, Zsa Zsa Gabor.
My age, because Oscar Wilde said a woman who will tell her age will tell anything.
And Lord knows you're not that kind.
The Hungarian bombshell accumulated 9 husbands across 7 decades. Marriage number 1, Turkish diplomat Burhan Asaf Belge, lasted from 1937 to 1941. Conrad Hilton followed. The same Hilton family Elizabeth Taylor would later join. Actor George Sanders became husband 3, their union spanning 1949 to 1954. Subsequent marriages blurred together. Businessman Herbert Huttner, oil magnate Joshua Cosden Jr., inventor Jack Ryan, lawyer Michael O'Hara. Marriage 8 lasted precisely 1 day. Felipe de Alba wed Gabor in 1983 before courts annulled the union. Her previous divorce wasn't finalized. Husband 9, Frederick Prince von Anhalt, stuck. They married in 1986 when Gabor was 69, remaining together until her death in 2016 at age 99. "I'm a marvelous housekeeper," she famously quipped. "Every time I leave a man, I keep his house." Her film career spanned 50 years, but obituaries focused on matrimony. The actress who couldn't stay single became more famous for her wedding announcements than her screen performances.
I have found out by exercising on a regular basis, it increases your energy and keeps you young and beautiful forever.
Number 13, Judy Garland.
Come on, break it up. You got me a laugh.
I don't think I like you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, now that we know each other.
But we don't.
5 marriages in 28 years accompanied the tragedies that defined her life. Composer David Rose became husband 1 in 1941, when Garland was just 19. Director Vincente Minnelli followed in 1945, producing daughter Liza before their 1951 divorce. Producer Sid Luft married her in 1952. Their turbulent 13-year union included 2 children, multiple suicide attempts, and Garland's involuntary psychiatric commitment. The pattern accelerated as her career declined. Actor Mark Herron became husband 4 in 1965, though they separated after 5 months. The marriage wasn't legally dissolved until 1967. Nightclub manager Mickey Deans married her on March 15, 1969. 99 days later, Garland was dead from barbiturate overdose at age 47. "I've lived through so much," she said in her final interviews. "I'm tired." Each husband inherited her escalating addictions, declining finances, and desperate need for stability. None could provide it. The rainbow ended in a London bathroom, 5 wedding rings having failed to protect her.
Do you think it's possible to be an actress and be happily married?
Well, I don't think anybody who married me thought so, but I think it's possible.
Number 12, Rita Hayworth.
What's his is yours?
You went to a picture show tonight, alone.
Really? Would you like to know whether I enjoyed it?
The love goddess married 5 times, including a prince who made her royalty. Businessman and promoter Edward Judson was first, marrying 18-year-old Rita in 1937 and transforming her from Margarita Cancino into the Hollywood star. He controlled everything: career, finances, appearance, until their 1942 divorce. Orson Welles followed, their 1943 marriage producing daughter Rebecca before ending in 1947. Prince Ali Khan elevated Hayworth to genuine royalty in 1949. Their French Riviera wedding drew international coverage, and daughter Yasmin arrived the following year. The princess title lasted until 1953. Singer Dick Haymes became husband 4 amid his own legal troubles. Their marriage from 1953 to 1955 generated more tabloid drama than romantic fulfillment. Producer James Hill was the final attempt. From 1958 to 1961, Hayworth spent her remaining decades unmarried, eventually diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease that explained years of erratic behavior. Daughter Yasmin became her caretaker. "Men go to bed with Gilda," Hayworth lamented, referencing her iconic role, and "wake up with me."
Hate is a very exciting emotion. Haven't you noticed? Very exciting.
Number 11, Ava Gardner.
Was it you who kissed me?
You're talking. You're alive.
Well, of course I'm alive. What did you think I was?
3 marriages hardly seems excessive until you examine the names. Mickey Rooney became husband 1 in 1942, Gardner was 19, Rooney was Hollywood's biggest box office star. The marriage lasted 1 year. Band leader Artie Shaw followed in 1945, their union surviving barely 12 months. Then came Sinatra. Their combustible 6-year marriage from 1951 to 1957 featured legendary fights, jealous rages, and passion that neither could control. The couple fought in public, reconciled dramatically, and separated repeatedly before finalizing divorce. Gardner's beauty allegedly intimidated Sinatra during his career decline. His subsequent comeback couldn't save the marriage. "We were too much alike," Gardner later reflected. "Both temperamental, both suspicious, both possessive." She never married again, spending her final decades in London, far from Hollywood. 3 husbands, 3 divorces, 3 men who couldn't maintain her interest beyond initial infatuation. Friends reported Sinatra remained in love with her until his death. Gardner characteristically expressed doubt. Before we get to the top 10, which marriage surprised you most? Think any of these women finally found lasting happiness? Drop a comment and let us know where you're watching from.
All right, you're late and I'm going to a cocktail party, so I'll wind this up fast. I'm back and I'm going to stay back.
Number 10, Gloria Swanson.
They had to have the ears of the world, too. So they opened their big mouths, and out came talk. Talk, talk.
The silent film queen collected 6 husbands before talkies ended her first career. Wallace Beery, her co-star, became husband 1 in 1916. The marriage lasted 2 abusive years. Herbert Somborn followed in 1919, then French nobleman Henri de la Falaise in 1925. The Marquis gave Swanson aristocratic legitimacy. She left him for sportsman Michael Farmer in 1931. Marriage 5 brought businessman William Davey in 1945. Her 6th and final husband, writer William Dufty, arrived in 1976 when Swanson was 77 years old. Their marriage lasted until her death in 1983. Between the weddings, Swanson conducted affairs with Joseph Kennedy, father of the future president, and numerous Hollywood figures. Her 1950 comeback in Sunset Boulevard drew on personal experience. "I am big," her character declares. "It's the pictures that got small." Swanson's marital history proved equally grand. 6 husbands across 6 decades, each one eventually discarded like yesterday's costume.
The masterminds. They took the idols and smashed them. The Fairbankses, the Gilberts, the Valentinos. And who have we got now?
Number 9, Joan Collins.
I'm in the tub, shriveled to a peanut, waiting for you to call. But it's worth it.
Dynasty's Alexis Carrington brought real-life experience to her role as television's most glamorous schemer. Collins married 5 times, beginning with actor Maxwell Reed in 1952 when she was 18. That 4-year marriage she later described as coerced. Singer-actor Anthony Newley followed from 1963 to 1971, producing 2 children. Music executive Ron Cass lasted from 1972 to 1983. Swedish singer Peter Holm became husband 4 in 1985. Their 1987 divorce proceedings turned vicious, with Holm demanding substantial support. The 5th marriage finally held. Collins wed theater manager Percy Gibson in 2002. Their 32-year age gap, she was 69, he was 37, generated tabloid speculation. Over 2 decades later, they remained together. "If he dies, he dies," Collins told. Reporters asking about his relative youth.
"It's almost like we're one person."
Yeah, we finish each other's sentences.
Yeah.
Now 91, she outlasted the skeptics. 4 failed marriages prepared her for success. The actress who couldn't find lasting love finally discovered it at 69 with husband number 5.
The best piece of life advice, don't sweat the small stuff. That's my motto, get over it.
Number 8, Ginger Rogers.
Men like him should be shot down like dogs.
Put that gun down, Amanda. That's my gun. It's loaded.
Look out, Stephen, I don't want to shoot you.
Fred Astaire's legendary partner danced through 5 marriages, none lasting longer than 6 years. Dancer Jack Culpepper was first in 1929, when Rogers was 17. Their union survived less than 2 years. Actor Lou Ayres followed from 1934 to 1940. Marine Jack Briggs became husband 3 during World War II, their marriage ending in 1949. French actor Jacques Bergerac, 16 years younger than Rogers, married her in 1953. That marriage ended bitterly in 1957. Producer William Marshall was the final attempt from 1961 to 1971. Rogers never remarried, spending her remaining decades single. "I did everything Fred Astaire did, except backwards and in high heels," became her most famous attributed quote. The same could apply to marriage. She attempted it repeatedly while moving in reverse, never quite finding her footing. The dancing came naturally. Matrimony proved significantly more difficult.
They can't take that away from me. The way you smile just...
Number 7, Hedy Lamarr.
And as a woman, I've got to find out something, regardless of the past. Just, how do you feel about me now?
I haven't a quibble left in me.
6 husbands and a patent that would eventually underpin Wi-Fi technology. The Austrian actress married arms dealer Friedrich Mondel in 1933 at age 18. She escaped that controlling union in 1937, fleeing to America. Screenwriter Gene Markey became husband 2 in 1939, their marriage lasting 2 years. Actor John Loder followed from 1943 to 1947, producing 2 children. Subsequent marriages compressed. Bandleader Ernest Stauffer for 1 year, Texas oilman W. Howard Lee for 7 years, divorce lawyer Louis Boys for 2 years. The final divorce came in 1965. Lamarr spent her remaining decades unmarried, increasingly reclusive, remembered more for her beauty than her frequency-hopping invention. "Any girl can be glamorous," she said. "All you have to do is stand still and look stupid." 6. Husbands apparently couldn't appreciate the intelligence behind the glamour. The woman who helped invent spread-spectrum technology couldn't engineer a lasting marriage.
You see what I mean?
Yes, I see.
But at your department in the morning, what will they say?
By that time, you ought to be all set, huh?
Oh, but I can't get married in a week.
Number 6, Constance Bennett.
Monsieur, why can't you be more exciting? What's the matter with you?
The forgotten Bennett sister, eclipsed by sibling Joan's longer career, was once Hollywood's highest-paid actress. 5 marriages accompanied $30,000 weekly paychecks during the early 1930s. Chester Moorhead was first in 1921. Millionaire Philip Plant followed in 1925, that divorce yielding substantial settlement. French nobleman Henri de la Falaise became husband 3 in 1931. The same marquis previously married to Gloria Swanson. Actor Gilbert Rowland was 4th from 1941 to 1945. Air Force Colonel John Theron Coulter married her in 1946, remaining together until her death in 1965. That 19-year final marriage proved Bennett could sustain relationships, eventually. The actress who changed husbands like co-stars finally found stability with a military man far from Hollywood. Her $30,000 weekly salary would equal $600,000 today. 5 husbands helped her spend it. Before we get to the top 5, which actress's marriage pattern surprised you most? Ever notice how many shared the same husbands? Drop a comment and let us know where you're watching from.
David, don't do it. Please, I beg of you, don't do it.
Well, why not?
I have my reasons, believe me. Please, Dave, don't go any further with it.
Number 5, Martha Ray.
Oh, it's been a long trip, and me feet are just killing me. Me feet are killing me. Oh, oh, everything's killing me.
7 marriages across 5 decades, concluding with a union that sparked legal battles for years after her death. The comedian and actress married Bud Westmore in 1937, divorcing within months. David Rose, later Judy Garland's first husband, was second. Neil Lang, Nick Condos, Thomas Comerford, Robert O'Shea, and Mark Harris followed in succession, none lasting more than 7 years. The final marriage proved most controversial. Ray wed Mark Harris in 1991 when she was 75 and he was 42. The 33-year age difference raised eyebrows. Harris assumed control of her finances and medical care. When Ray died in 1994, her daughter Melody contested the will, alleging Harris had manipulated her ailing mother. Legal battles continued for years. The seven husbands represented 7 attempts at happiness for a performer whose comedic gifts couldn't translate to romantic stability. "I've had an exciting life," Ray reflected. The marriages were certainly part of that excitement.
I just didn't have anything to do this morning.
Oh, well, in that case, would you be fetching me another beer?
Number 4, Paulette Goddard.
You made him pay for what he doesn't want.
Why, you filthy Don't start calling names, you Park Avenue playgirl. I know a lot more words.
5 marriages, but what names graced the licenses? Wealthy lumber heir Edgar James became her first husband in 1927, their union ending by 1932. Charlie Chaplin secretly married her sometime in the 1930s. Neither ever confirmed the exact date, potentially costing Goddard the Scarlett O'Hara role when producers demanded proof of legitimate marriage. Burgess Meredith followed in 1944, their union lasting 5 years. A highly publicized affair with Mexican muralist Diego Rivera generated headlines, though they never wed. Eric Maria Remarque, author of All Quiet on the Western Front, married Goddard in 1958. They remained together until his death in 1970, living in Switzerland, surrounded by his art collection. Remarque left her extraordinarily wealthy. "I always wanted security," Goddard admitted. The actress, who may or may not have legally married Charlie Chaplin, ultimately found it with a German novelist in Swiss exile. 5 husbands, each representing a different chapter. The final chapter lasted 12 years and left her rich beyond Hollywood dreams.
Let's all have a little drinking.
Champagne? Right you are.
Number 3, Jennifer O'Neill.
I wouldn't believe how great Pete was today. You were great. I mean, it looks so real, just as if he was your son.
9 marriages ties as a Gabor's record, though O'Neill achieved this with significantly less fanfare. The Summer of 42 Stars' first marriage came at 17. Subsequent unions accumulated through the 1970s, 1980s, and 1990s, some lasting months rather than years. Dean Rossiter, Joseph Coster, Jeff Barry, John Lederer. The names blur together, the pattern unmistakable. O'Neill later attributed her serial marriages to childhood trauma and desperate need for emotional connection. She became a born-again Christian, writing memoirs exploring her repeated matrimonial failures. "I was looking for something husbands couldn't provide," she reflected. The actress, who made audiences weep in Summer of 42, spent decades chasing an emotional fulfillment that 9 different men couldn't deliver. Now 77, she's spoken extensively about her journey from Hollywood starlet to spiritual seeker. 9 wedding rings, 9 divorces, 1 lifetime spent searching.
Is he dead?
Unfortunately, yes.
Did I kill him?
Not entirely, but you sure helped.
Well, I couldn't let him take me.
Number 2, Peggy Hopkins Joyce.
Nicky!
What have you been doing?
Why, the professor's been entertaining me.
Darling.
The woman who allegedly inspired Gentlemen Prefer Blondes married 6 times and divorced her way to multiple fortunes. Beginning in 1914 with Everett Archer, Joyce progressed through millionaires systematically. Sherburne Philbrick Hopkins was second in 1920. Lumber baron James Stanley Joyce followed, his $1 million settlement making headlines. Swedish Count Gösta Morner added aristocratic credentials. Additional wealthy suitors completed the collection. The Ziegfeld Follies performer and occasional film actress perfected divorce as financial strategy. Each settlement exceeded the last. Her 1933 film International House proved her only significant screen credit. The marriages proved more memorable. "A man's only as good as his check," journalists attributed to her, though she denied the quote. Joyce represented pre-code Hollywood's marriage as business model taken to logical extreme. 6 husbands, millions accumulated, no pretense of romantic motivation. She died wealthy in 1957, having mastered matrimony as financial instrument. Number 1, Lana Turner.
Well, I didn't know you were concerned.
I've been a friend of theirs for a long time.
If you were so concerned, why didn't you tell me he was married?
8 marriages to 7 husbands, one twice like Elizabeth Taylor. But the scandal that defined Turner's personal life involved a man she never married. The Sweater Girl first wed band leader Artie Shaw in 1940 at age 19. Their union lasted 4 months. Restaurateur Stephen Crane followed in 1942. Their marriage annulled because his prior divorce wasn't finalized. Turner remarried him in 1943, divorcing in 1944. Millionaire Henry Topping was 3rd, actor Lex Barker 4th, the rancher Fred May 5th. Hollywood businessman Robert Eaton and hypnotist Ronald Dante completed the list. None lasted beyond 5 years, but Johnny Stompanato proved more dangerous than any husband. The mobster-connected boyfriend abused Turner throughout 1957 and 1958. On April 4, 1958, Turner's 14-year-old daughter Cheryl Crane stabbed Stompanato to death in their Beverly Hills home. Coroner's inquest ruled justifiable homicide. "I would have done anything to protect my mother," Crane later wrote. Turner continued marrying after the killing. 3 more husbands followed. None provided the safety she couldn't find elsewhere. The actress who epitomized Hollywood glamour spent decades seeking protection from men who ultimately couldn't provide it.
You know something? My nose itches.
Didn't that mean something when I was a kid?
Mm-hmm. It still does.
Why didn't you tell me?
I said I've no excuses. Unless being so much in love with you is an excuse.